everyone, my name is Katsy. Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I wanted to do a little bit of a video just kind of talking about my failed SMP I had a couple months ago, Merberry SMP. I've kind of had enough time to reflect, and I think as an owner I messed up in a lot of ways, and some of you guys might not know what happened, might not have seen the SMP, but it was something that some of us streamed a couple of times and we're on. Some people aren't actively. I definitely messed up as an owner in a lot of ways. I want to do better in the future, and I think by talking about it with you guys, I'll be kind of like speaking my mistakes into the universe, which will mean the universe will help me do better. Yeah, I don't know, but here we go. So it's probably a mistake to play Hypixel, however, I really did not know what else to do, so here we go. I have some little notes here on my phone. It's probably a mistake to play Hypixel because I'm not going to concentrate the best, but I have some notes on it. Let's do, which one's the most popular? UHC probably. Alright. So, before I get into it, I need to give some context in case you did not see the SMP, so you don't know anything about it. But basically, Merberry SMP was like, okay, this person's not even playing, we can lava them. Okay, but basically, Merberry SMP was okay, yeah, I'm struggling, but Merberry SMP was kind of like a Mermaid server. Well, there was a few categories of characters you could be. We had the origin mod, but everyone basically selected Merlin. But basically, yeah, so basically mermaids were, the concept was you were all mermaids, but you had a fruit theme to your kingdom. That's kind of Merberry. I was a watermelon mermaid, for example. And then some people joined who didn't fit the mermaid themes, so we had them be pirates. I'm getting destroyed. We had them be pirates, basically, so. And then people really wanted to be sirens, so we had some sirens as well. And yeah, we had some sirens, and we also had some sirens, and we had pirates as well, basically. And yeah, so it was very much a summary kind of mermaid SMP. Mermaids were my biggest obsession at the time. That's kind of why. That happened. I really liked mermaids at the time, and I still do. Mermaids are amazing, but yeah, so I was a big fan of mermaids, and I still am. But yeah, mermaids were an amazing thing. Yeah, mermaids were kind of a thing I really liked. I'm struggling to talk. But yeah, that's kind of the whole layout of Merberry. It was a lore SMP. We had a big lore war storyline with the pirates and mermaids planned. It was going to be awesome. But it kind of never came into fruition. I'm going to go into the reasons why in this video. So, there's a couple of reasons. This first reason is kind of completely out of my control. And you may have heard of this SMP, but around the same time that I had launched Merberry SMP, I'm pretty sure it was around the same time, there was another SMP launch with quite literally the exact same concept. It's not their fault. They could not have possibly copied me, and I could not have possibly copied them. It was too close together. No hate to them. A number of my friends who were on Merberry SMP were also on this SMP, but it was a thing. Cell, for example, I think was on both. My friend Cell, I think, was on both. but there was this SMP known as Lagoon SMP that launched around the exact same time that Merberry SMP made its debut. And that unfortunately kind of meant, and Lagoon SMP was like a way bigger SMP, so than Merberry was ever going to be, so it unfortunately meant that Mermaid, was not able to make much of a traction, was not able to gain much traction. And Lagoon SMP did something that I really failed at as an owner of an SMP, so, they were a lot more inclusive of an SMP than I was. Obviously our SMP, wasn't hateful. What I kind of mean by that, because, yeah, I don't support hate in any way. But what I mean is, that our SMP, it was invite only. I was really scared to invite people I did not know, because I did not want, people conflict or issues on the SMP. I'm a very confrontational person and anti-conflict person, so... if you guys haven't noticed, I do not like drama. That's part of the reason I'm no longer on Twitter. But, yeah. It was not really my favorite thing. And then, so I was very careful with who I invited. But I probably could have added member. I probably should have had, an application so people who were not members could who were not friends of mine wanted to join. Even then I added friends of friends, and even that kind of I won't get into that, but basically, yeah. So yeah. Yeah, so I definitely failed by yeah, that's definitely one big reason, other than Lagoon SMP just being run by a way larger creator than me and lazies, but that I definitely failed yeah, so I definitely should have done invites and, been less restrictive about who I invited. That was definitely a big issue on the SMP, is that, I was very invite only, because I kind of just wanted to have a good time. And I didn't really think of SMPs are a professional setting, and I definitely so SMPs are a very professional setting, and just I was very much it was kind of not that professional, I guess, is the honest truth. I definitely did not I was definitely not the greatest. Yeah, so SMP, I was not that professional, unfortunately, with that. I didn't do anything problematic, I would say. I did, however, not run it in serious manner, because I was oh, my friends are on it, it's not that serious, just me and my friends having a good time, it was literally not my... Yeah, so it was literally not my, I feel yeah, SM might not just not have been my forte, I don't know. But, yeah, I should have been more inclusive to, other creators other than my friends. It's kind of hypocritical, too, because, I have complained about, not being able to get into SMPs. I'm pretty, I even, complain about my competition, or not really competition, because, I don't know, Lagoon SMP, when I couldn't get in there, to my friends, and it was definitely not great, definitely not the best thing to do, considering I didn't even, include other creators in my SMP, but, yeah, so I definitely should have been, more inclusive to other people. It would have been, lovely. Yeah, so I think it's time, now that I've been, a rambler, to move on to the next category that I want to talk about, which is, how I definitely, yeah, I've already kind of gotten into this, my owning skills were not the greatest. like, the big mess up I did was, like, especially, was, like, how I handled activity from, like, members on my SMP. Like, and that's basically, and what I'm gonna say is, I didn't do anything or say anything about inactivity at all. I think I literally was like, yeah. And, like, well, it seemed like I was being, like, nice and understanding owner to me. I was like, I'm being a really nice and understanding owner. I'm not, like, telling them they have to be on and forcing them to, like, you know, like, come on when they aren't able. Like, I'm being very nice and relaxed, and I just was like, I'm such an amazing, nice person, when in reality, by not enforcing any sort of activity, I was kind of failing them all as an owner, in the sense that, like, I really did not, like, I don't know what to tell you. I just didn't, like, it like, made the SMP, like, so, like, we couldn't do, so, like, it kind of wasn't the nicest thing, as nice as I thought it was, to, like, not enforce activity, because it meant that people were, like, outright, I had people telling me they didn't want to log on to the SMP because no one else was logging on, and it was like, it definitely ruined the fun of being on an SMP, you know, to not have to be, like, do nothing about no one being on. And, like, that kind of leads into the next category, which is, like, even if I wanted to enforce activity, like, I myself was, like, not the most active, like, member ever on this SMP. Like, for, like, I don't know, like, I like, literally didn't log on that much either. I remember on the first day, like, my friends were laughing and making fun of me, because I was like, the first day the SMP launched, I was like, I don't know if I can be on today. And they were like, really? The owner's not gonna be on their own SMP on the first day? And, like, I decided to log on after that. However, like, I definitely, like, that, like, I didn't, like, continue being active. Like, I remember, like, there was something really bad, like, not even that bad, I was just kind of, like, it's kind of personal, but, like, I was in a talking stage with someone at the time, and then, for reasons I will not get into, because no drama, please, it didn't work out, so... and that was, like, around the same time Merberry SMP was supposed to be big. Like, I stopped being active on that SMP. So I ended up, like, not around that time, like, I stopped being active on, like, SMPs in general. I don't know why. Like, I just genuinely stopped being on SMPs. Like, I just stopped being on them. Like, you know, like, I just, yeah. So, and including my own SMP, which was, like, a massive failure on my part as an owner to, like, not be active on my own SMP, you know? Like, imagine making an SMP and not being active on your own SMP. Like, I didn't even do that. And, like, the next category, something specifically that happened that was kind of public. That was bad, that I should really apologize to the members for this, especially the ones who were there and who organized this. It's like, when events, I didn't do my best to host any events on the SMP to increase activity like I should have done. Like, I didn't do that like I should have. And then also, when I was, like, what am I, inventory accidentally? Oh my god. But, like, I didn't, like, there was a time where, like, I had set up I forgot that there was an event that somebody was hosting on the day. It was, like, the Merberry dinner stream that happened, like, on the SMP. Like, it was supposed to happen a week earlier. But, like, I had forgot that someone set that up. And then me and my friends, who were kind of members in the SMP too, decided to host Jackbox. And that's not against them. They weren't the owner, like, if they were not busy, that was fine. But me personally, I should have probably shouldn't have like not come to an event of my own SMP to play Jackbox with friends. Like, that was not nice, and I do owe the people who were in that event, especially the member, Cosmo, who was hosting that, an apology, and also the people, because I kind of got incredibly moody and upset when, like, at the members, and, like, told them, like, hey, don't come into my stream with their problems, like, when like, people came onto the stream, when members came onto the stream, like, to, like, I don't know, like, well, no, like, when they came, I'm just bad at commentary, sorry, but, like, and while I'm playing, but, like, when they came onto the SMP to, like, you know, like, well, when they came onto my Jackbox stream to be like, the person's really upset that you didn't come, you know how upset you made them? And I was like, and I, like, didn't, and I was, like, apologetic at the time, but also, I definitely was a bit butthurt that they came onto my stream, partially because I'm very not drama-filled, and I have this problem where I'm, like, that I need to work on if I'm gonna grow as a creator and be, like, a larger creator, where I really care about, like, people's opinions of me, and, like, the whole, and, like, when people are like, hey, you're not an SMP, I was like, you made the person upset by not coming to the event. I was like, oh no, my audience is gonna read that and be like, you are, and, like, think negatively about me, and, like, I guess I, like, didn't handle what people's opinions could be the best, like, you know, like, I don't know, like, I didn't, and I got very, like, negative to the SMP members, and I do owe apologies for that. Like, I definitely, like, did not take, I took accountability, but also, like, complained at the same time that it was, like, public now, when I really probably shouldn't have, because the SMP was public, you know, so it was like, you know what, the SMP is public, it's fair game, you know, people are allowed to criticize me as a creator, regardless of it's public, you know, I shouldn't get mad at people for that, you know, like, it's not gonna cause drama unless I make it drama, you know, so, yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to learn from that experience, you know, yeah, and, like, because I definitely know, like, by making content on the internet, creators are gonna criticize me, like, I'm probably gonna get videos on how bad my PvP is right now, like, how much I'm a failure at PvP. Like, yeah, I just think, like, I need to be better as an owner and a person if I'm going to start another SMP. I don't know if I'm going to start an SMP for a long time because servers were expensive. I was getting that when, like, my friend Ash, Good Ash Vibes, gave me that server, like, you know, so it was, like, very much a server that, like, that server was very much, like, I don't know, like, that server was, like, not mine, and I don't know if I can get another server like that for free, and, you know, broke college student, and also, I really need to work on, like, some of my inner qualities that, like, make me, as I've learned, not the greatest of an SMP owner. So, yeah, like, some of my, my qualities that make me a bad SMP owner are, like, I just need to, like, yeah, but I think that's basically it for this video. Did I have another point? Let me check. My phone turned off. Yeah, I guess I just kind of, like, after that, I kind of just let the SMP, like, fail. Like, when I saw the SMP was failing, like, and, like, no one was being on it, I kind of just gave up and stopped making an effort to, like, the little effort I was making to begin with, I made absolutely none to, like, save the SMP, and it was, like, I could have, like, there are things I probably could have done to save the SMP, but I got really demotivated by a lot of things, like, I didn't know if people, like, actually cared about the SMP, and, like, I didn't, like, feel like people enjoyed it as much as I thought they would, so I was, like, definitely, like, which is not their fault at all, it's kind of my fault for, like, I don't know, like, for, like, backing out the moment my, like, hopes and desires were not met, like, I'm kind of accustomed to doing, you know? So yeah, if I'm gonna become an SMP owner, there's a lot of like personal self qualities I gotta work on and like be like better as a person and owner, you know? Like, I'm definitely, like, my personality, like, I don't think I'm, like, I don't think I'm a bad person. I mean, most people, I don't think would say I'm like that. I'm a bad person. But I will say, like, I have qualities that make me, like, not the greatest. And a professional, like, owner of, like, things, like, businesses, like, nowadays, an SMP is basically, like, a business. Like, I'm not, like, fit to like do that, I don't think, so I'm definitely not gonna like, I'll definitely still join SMPs. I love like playing on SMPs. I love like making lore, it's a lot of fun. Like, lore is amazing. Like, I definitely think like yeah, I'll definitely keep joining SMPs, but I'm definitely gonna have to like work on being better if a lot of things if I want to be an owner. And like, yeah, apologies for kind of failing everyone in the SMP, like the audience who may have enjoyed it and the members. But yeah. Massive apologies to you all, and I'm just gonna finish this duel and probably not win because I'm getting wrecked, but apologies for failing everyone in the SMP. Sorry, it was a bit rambly. I really don't know what else I wanted to have Minecraft, but like I probably could have done something else, but yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!